Thank you for joining us on today's tip of the week. Today we're going to be talking about using the EncoderPro program, which is integrated into TotalMD. There's a couple ways that we can access the EncoderPro. The first way that I'll kind of talk about is through the list menu or through the setup when we get into our list of service codes or diagnosis codes. Now your service codes are going to be either your CPT codes or your HCPC codes. So for example, if I want to add a new code into my list, I can click on new code there, and then if I want to, I can click find CPT or find HCPC code. For example, I could type in my actual code itself, like a 99213 for example, or I could type in a description. And obviously, normally what you're trying to look for is maybe something that is a little bit more specific, not so much general. If I type in office visits, for example, you can just see, there's quite a few options that are going to come up here. We could go down through them and look at them, and it would tell us if we click on the actual code, it's going to be, give us the description over here. Let's go ahead and type in elbow arthrogram. Oops. Okay, so a much more narrow search. So we're going to do an injection here, and here is my description. If I want to click here, it's going to give me the lay descriptions. Click here, it's going to show me all the modifiers that I might be able to use with that particular code. Click here, it's going to talk about bundling or unbundling, giving us different codes here. This is going to give us cross-coding, so it's going to tell us what ICD-9 codes, what diagnosis codes might pertain or might be able to be associated with that particular code. Go through this and use these different tools. Down here it's going to give you some options as well. If I want to add that one into my system, all I have to do is click OK, and bam, it just added it into my system. I can come in and put a dollar amount, save it, and then I'm done. Okay. Another great way to do it is in the ledger itself. Once we have a patient selected and we want to add a new transaction, we can just start to type in the code. Let's say that we know what the code is, and it's going to be a 90805, and as I type it in, I realize, that code is not in my system yet. I can just go to find CPT code. It brings it up. Let's type in 90805 again. I'll hit enter. Here's my code. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and it tells me right here with this message, this is a new procedure code to this practice. Do you wish to add it to your account code list? Yes. It's going to automatically take me to my screen where I enter in my new codes. Go ahead and put in a dollar amount there. I'm going to say $55. Save it. And now that is added to my list. Here's my code. Here's my $50. If I wanted to go ahead and add it again, we can see that now it's part of my list right there. So it's a great way to add codes. You can get a lot of information, do research on a particular code. If you wanted to go back, for example, and look at this code, I could go ahead and click on Find CPT Code. It automatically pulls up that code here where it gives me different information. I can again see my modifiers. If I needed to add a modifier to it, I could say, oh, that's 47, that's what I need. Go ahead and OK it. Now I'm typing modifier 47. Save it, and we're done. Okay. So a lot of great little tools can be used in the EncoderPro. Same thing with the diagnosis side. Let's go ahead and come over here to a diagnosis code, and we'll go ahead and just use the one up above. So we'll do 005.9, and then we'll go over here to find that code. It takes me to it, and it'll tell us down here different things. This is unspecified code. Let's click on another one. Just different types of messages or warnings. If we come up to something like this, it'll give us this message here saying, hey, just those 3 digits aren't going to be enough. You need at least, a 4th digit as well. Sometimes it'll say it needs a 5th digit. Different tools like that are going to be available to you. It'll tell you what sections they're in as well. A great tool, especially for people that maybe don't know all the codes or need help with them. But even a lot of people that are doing billing for a lot of years can find a lot of great uses in the EncoderPro program. So this is a great tool that's integrated with the advanced and online versions of the software. So Thanks for joining us on today's Tip of the Week. We hope you will join us again next time.